Welcome to CinemaClips, the home of epic tales and unforgettable adventures. Today, we're diving into one of the greatest cinematic finales of all time, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. In the deep, shadowed forests of Middle-earth, where ancient trees whisper forgotten tales, a darkness stirs. It begins with a simple fishing trip between two friends, Smeagol and Déagol. When Déagol discovers something unimaginable, a ring gleaming with dark power, he is killed by Smeagol, who claims the ring for himself. This fateful act transforms Smeagol into the creature known as Gollum, bound by the ring's twisted power for all eternity. From that moment, the ring's evil grip spreads, a force that can only be undone by one final act: its destruction. But the end of this dark tale lies in the fires of Mount Doom, and the journey to destroy the ring has never been more perilous. The story begins in the aftermath of the Fellowship's journey. Frodo Baggins and his loyal companion Samwise Gamgee struggle to continue their mission to destroy the One Ring. They trek toward the heart of Mordor, with the ring weighing heavily on Frodo's heart, threatening to consume him. Alongside them, the twisted Gollum, a guide both loyal and treacherous, stalks their every step. The darkness within him is as strong as the darkness surrounding them. Meanwhile, the forces of good are gathering, preparing for the war of their lives. Aragorn, the heir to the throne of Gondor, leads the charge against the forces of Sauron. At the same time, Gandalf, with his wisdom, sees the growing storm and knows that the only chance to defeat Sauron is to unite the scattered kingdoms of men. Pippin, whose curiosity has caused him endless trouble, accidentally looks into the Palantir, a magical seeing stone that links him to Sauron's mind. Through this mistake, Sauron believes the ring is in Gondor, and he prepares to strike at the heart of the realm of men. The great city of Minas Tirith, the capital of Gondor, stands as the last hope of men against the advancing dark forces. But the city is fractured. Denethor, the steward of Gondor, consumed by grief and madness, refuses to acknowledge Aragorn as the true king. His despair blinds him to the strength and hope that Aragorn represents. Gandalf and Pippin arrive in Minas Tirith, trying to rally the defenders and warn them of the impending assault. Denethor, however, is intent on leading his people to destruction. With Sauron's forces drawing closer, Gondor's defense appears hopeless. But then a signal comes. Rohan, the kingdom of horse lords, will ride to their aid. In Rohan, King Theoden, once under the dark influence of Saruman, has regained his strength. With his nephew Éomer by his side and his niece Éowyn yearning for a chance to fight, Theoden musters his people to face the storm of war. Éowyn, determined to fight, disguises herself as a man and takes the field with her uncle, while Merry, who has proved his bravery, also joins them. Aragorn, urged by Elrond, travels to the paths of the dead to seek the aid of the cursed army of Oathbreakers, who owe a debt to his ancestors. In this perilous journey, Aragorn's leadership and strength of will are tested as he seeks the power needed to defeat Sauron. The gates of Minas Tirith are slammed shut as Sauron's vast, terrifying army, led by the Witch King of Angmar, assaults the city. The battle is brutal, with hope fading as the defenders fall one by one. In the darkest of moments, Denethor, overwhelmed by grief, prepares to take his own life and destroy his son, Faramir, with him. But Gandalf intervenes just in time, saving Faramir, while Denethor succumbs to the flames, leaving the city on the edge of destruction. As the city's last defenses crumble, the riders of Rohan arrive, their battle cries echoing across the plains. Theoden leads his forces in a charge that turns the tide of battle, But tragedy strikes. The Witch King of Angmar, the greatest of Sauron's servants, mortally wounds Theoden. In a moment of courage and destiny, Éowyn reveals herself and, with Merry's help, delivers the final blow to the Witch King, fulfilling a long-forgotten prophecy. But the battle rages on. Just as all seems lost, Aragorn arrives, leading the army of the dead. These spirits, once cursed, fulfill their ancient oath to Aragorn and destroy Sauron's forces in a swift, deadly tide. With the battle won, the world seems to breathe again. While the battle for Middle-earth is won, Frodo and Sam's journey is far from over. They make their way through the desolate lands of Mordor, their bodies weak and their spirits breaking under the immense weight of the ring. Gollum once again betrays them, leading them to Shelob, a monstrous spider who nearly kills Frodo. Sam, believing Frodo is dead, fights off Shelob and rescues his friend, carrying him to safety. As the two hobbits continue their journey through Mordor, Gollum's obsession with the ring grows. His jealousy and madness lead to a fateful confrontation atop Mount Doom, where Frodo, on the brink of despair, finally succumbs to the ring's power and claims it for himself. But Gollum's desire for the ring leads to his downfall. In his frantic joy at reclaiming the ring, he slips and falls into the fires of Mount Doom, destroying the ring and Sauron's power forever. As the volcano erupts in fury, Frodo and Sam, on the brink of death, are saved by the eagles, who carry them away from the fiery destruction. With the ring destroyed, Sauron's dark empire crumbles to dust. Aragorn, at last, takes his rightful place as the King of Gondor. He is crowned amid the ruins of war, and with him stands his queen, Arwen, whose love has endured across time. The people of Middle-earth rejoice as the era of darkness ends. The hobbits return home to the Shire, forever changed by their journey. But the peace they hoped for is fleeting. Frodo, carrying the weight of his experiences, is unable to fully heal from the pain the ring has caused him. In a final farewell, Frodo sails into the undying lands, leaving behind a world he helped save, but could never fully belong to. Sam, Merry, and Pippin rebuild their lives, ensuring that the Shire flourishes in peace. Sam, in particular, carries the hope of the future, finding love and raising a family, while remembering the sacrifices made by those who saved Middle-earth.